Okay, guys, it's 82 of the 90-day challenge to double this small account that's under the PDT rule. Yes, if you've been paying attention, the last video was day 72, and we jumped straight to 82. I had to go out of town for work, and it just wasn't feasible to trade for me last week. That's definitely going to make things come down to the wire. But hey, it makes for a more suspenseful story, right? Let's dig into the charts. You can see from the indexes that luckily I didn't miss much last week. The market pretty much just rode those 10-day moving averages. Looks like they tried to make a bullish move on Thursday, but a big gap down on Friday morning meant the bears were right there to sell it off. You can see the small caps down in the bottom left corner look a little weaker than the other indexes. They've lost that 10-day moving average and have even been dipping down below the 20-day for the last couple days. We're even starting to see that 10-day start to turn down. So be careful out there with small caps if you're swing trading. The overall trend is obviously up over the last couple of months, so if you're playing longer plays, then you may be okay. Everything else looks like it's holding up pretty decent right now, though. Now let's check out how the individual sectors are doing. As usual, the technology sector is leading the charge here. So if you are taking some trades out there right now, then it may not be a bad idea to look through tech first and prioritize any setups you find there. This isn't much of a surprise. The technology sector and healthcare sector are generally the two leaders in the market most of the time. Consumer cyclical is also a strong one. Those are the three sectors that tend to make the biggest and fastest moves when they do run. You can really simplify your trading if you limit your trades to those three sectors and shut out all of the other noise. Okay, as we check out the 2-hour charts here, you can see that the bulls are completely and utterly in control of the 2-hour time frame. Bitcoin is the only thing even showing up with negative momentum. And as we've said before, Bitcoin tends to move independent of the market, so there's no real context in SBIT when it's the only one showing up. And as you can see, it's even started to pick up some positive momentum itself here in the last couple of days, and so I wouldn't be surprised if it fell off that bearish scan soon anyways. Gold is leading the charge on the bullish side of things here on the 2-hour charts. Biotech is picking some momentum too, so if you got into LABU anytime this morning, you're probably feeling pretty good about yourself. That's a fast mover too, so if the market decides to pop today, you can bet that one is going to be raking in the profits. Here's the screenshot from day 72 from my Robinhood account. Yes, this was 10 days ago, but things are just a little out of whack since I didn't trade last week. We should be back in our regular groove again tomorrow. Check out the video later today that I'll be posting after market close in order to see where we end the day at. And as we wrap it up here, you're going to get a little sneak peek at where we are. I got into TQQQ today to ride this bullish pop we had this morning, so we'll see where we end up at the end of that day. It was a good-looking setup this morning, a couple hours after market opened. We got the initial gap up, and then everything started to sink back down and fill the gap, but then we got another bump a little later, so that's why we're back in. Good morning here on day 83 of this 90-day challenge to double this small account. We're taking away all of the excuses for this challenge. I'm here to prove that there's nothing keeping you from making money trading. I'm trading this account with a full-time job. I'm intentionally trading a small account so that it's under PDT rule. I'm using a free brokerage firm in Robinhood. So before we get into the charts this morning, subscribe to the channel and comment if I'm missing anything. We've finally gotten some bullish follow-through in all of the indexes this morning. We've been waiting for this for about a week now. They all tried last Tuesday and then again last Thursday to break out, but the bears didn't let it happen. Well, so far, today we've had some follow-through after the bullish range expansion yesterday. Things are looking good for this being the start of a good move for swing traders. Most of the indexes did dip below the 10-day moving average, but they came right back and help up as support. Now we've got some follow-through, so hopefully this sticks. As we take a look at the individual sectors, You can see that technology continues to lead this bullish charge, although it's been flat the last couple of weeks after that big run up during late April, early May. I would say that if we do get a bullish run in the markets, that the push is more likely to come from the healthcare sector and also the utilities sector. Both of those have had more recent breakouts. The healthcare industry in particular has been carried by some real moonshots in CVM, which is up almost 1,000% in the last month, off of heavy speculation that its cancer drug is moving closer to FDA approval. And also RGC, which has been on fire since early May due to an upcoming 38-for-1 stock split that's attracting the usual retail speculators. As we look at the 2-hour charts, you can see that the bulls are still in control at the moment, just like they were yesterday. Bitcoin is the only thing with negative momentum right now, and even that is kind of cheating, since Bitcoin doesn't always move in lockstep with the markets like the other ETFs do. The bullish scan is full, with LABU taking the lead in this bullish run. The gold names were on top yesterday morning, and LABU was in third, but it's such a fast mover with that ADR almost at 9, it was probably only a matter of time before it hopped back into the lead. Here is the screenshot from yesterday, which was day 82 of the challenge. You can see that I'm at 71.19 and coming in on quick on doubling this account. We're close, but there's still work left to do. The official number I need to get to is 76 something. 77 wins it for sure. If this market can stay in this bullish run, then hopefully we can ride TQQQ to the finish line. Let's take a look at it real quick as we finish up. I took my position yesterday at noon when it started to break out on the 2-hour chart. You can see it's been good to us, plugging away, going up for the rest of today, and again this morning. We got to our first profit line at $73 and took half out. So no, we're waiting to hit that second profit line, and I got the stop moved up to my entry. So this trade is on the market's dime from here on out. It's day 84 of this 90 challenge to double this small account. Keep in mind, this account is under 25,000, so I'm doing this all while under PDT rule. So I'm not glued to a monitor scalping 50 trades a day. I'm doing this with a full-time job. I'm also doing it on Robinhood, a free brokerage. Why am I doing this? I'm doing it to prove to you that you have no excuses for not building wealth through trading, and I want to help you get there. I'll tell you how after we take a look at today's conditions in the market. We're on day 3 of this bullish push that the markets are trying to make. You can see that the indexes kept trying to bounce off their 10-day moving averages last week, but couldn't follow through. Well, we finally got some follow-through yesterday. It wasn't anything spectacular, especially compared to the bigger-than-average moves that the markets have been making lately to either side. But this is more of how the market has historically acted. Nothing crazy yesterday, but it held all of Monday's price action and just kept plugging up all day. So far this morning, it's been more of the same, nothing crazy, but not giving anything back from yesterday. Looking at the individual sectors, you can see the tech sector still remains firmly in the lead of this bullish run. All the sectors have positive momentum, but tech is really standing out as usual. The sector is for sure benefiting from ASST shooting up over 1,000% in the last month. They announced a merger with Strive Asset Management to become a publicly traded Bitcoin treasury company, which got traders excited. The stock also got a boost from regaining NASDAQ compliance, bringing in even more momentum buyers, so keep your eyes on them. They're currently in a pullback, so this could be a low-risk opportunity to jump in. But you know, we can't truly check out the market without drilling down to the 2-hour charts. I love this time frame. It's perfect, in my opinion, for swing traders that don't want to wait for moves to play on the daily chart, but can't be sitting in front of a screen all day long, day trading the 5-minute charts. You can see the bearish scan is practically empty. Bitcoin and oil are showing up, but even oil has had a bullish run this morning, so it may not be on there for long. SOXL and LABU continue to lead the bullish charge. That's not much a surprise. Both of those stocks are high ADR, and then to make bigger moves than the rest of them when everything aligns in the markets one way. But if you look at that bullish scan, you can see that pretty much everything is up over the last few days. Here is the screenshot from yesterday, which was day 83 of the challenge. I ended the day at 72.55. That's up almost 88% from day 1 of the challenge. So this one is coming down to the wire as I only have 7 more days to get to 100%. Comment down below if you think I'm going to get there or not. As always, we'll take a look at my current position today to finish up. I got into TQQQ on Monday morning, and it's been good to me so far. It's not moving as fast as some of the other names, but that's okay, because the name of the game is not to lose money. It made it to the first profit line, so you know I took half out there. I'm hoping to see it get to the second profit line today. If not, it's okay though. I've moved my stop loss up to break even. So this trade is on the market's dime from here on out. It's day 85 of this 90 challenge to double this small account. Keep in mind, this account is under 25,000, so I'm doing this all while under PDT rule. So I'm not glued to a monitor scalping 50 trades a day. I'm doing this with a full-time job. I'm also doing it on Robinhood, a free brokerage. Why am I doing this? I'm doing it to prove to you that you have no excuses for not building wealth through trading. And I want to help you get there. I'll tell you how after we take a look at today's conditions in the market. You love to see times like this on the indexes. You can see that all 4 of them are on their 4th day straight of bullish momentum today so far. SPY and TNA both had a slight red day by a smidge yesterday, but nothing too concerning. And we've seen pretty consistent buying from all of them today. It's looking more and more like this is a legit bounce off of that 10-day moving average. Hopefully you've taken a position in the last few days and are riding this wave. Let me know in the comments what stocks you're profiting on right now. And as usual, as we look at the individual sector performance, technology is leading the charge with 3 strong days of buying along with the markets. You can see that tech has almost double the momentum of any other sector right now. If you listed a stock in the comments that you were making money on, there's a good chance that it's in the tech sector. And as we drill down to the 2-hour charts here, we can see that the bullish scans continue to dominate the bears. Right now, crypto is the only thing showing up in the bearish scans right now. So if you're in crypto, there's a good chance your P&L isn't looking so great. SOXL maintains its spot on top of the bullish scan for a few days now, even widening its lead. Everything is doing great right now, so pretty much all the names are working at the moment, as long as you got into them at the beginning of this week. Here is the screenshot from yesterday, which was day 84 of the challenge. I ended the day at 72.92. That's up almost 89% from day 1 of the challenge. So this one is coming down to the wire, as I only have 6 more days to get to 100%. Comment down below if you think I'm going to get there or not. Let's check in on the current position that we have here. I entered TQQQ on Monday morning when the buying started taking off, and it's been mostly smooth sailing up so far. It hit the first profit line on Tuesday. And as you can see, since you're getting a little sneak peek of this afternoon's update, it did hit the second profit line this morning, so we trimmed even more profits today. Now this trade is all on the market's dime, since even my stop loss is bumped up from my entry to the first profit line. It's day 86 of this 90 challenge to double this small account. Keep in mind, this account is under 25,000, so I'm doing this all while under PDT rule. So I'm not glued to a monitor scalping 50 trades a day. I'm doing this with a full-time job. I'm also doing it on Robinhood, a free brokerage. Why am I doing this? I'm doing it to prove to you that you have no excuses for not building wealth through trading. And I want to help you get there. I'll tell you how after we take a look at today's conditions in the market. So yesterday was a down day in the indexes, the first sign of weakness in the market that we've seen this week since the breakout attempt on Monday. We gave back a lot of the price action built up over the week. However, we did get a gap up this morning, back above all that price action. So we'll see if today is the day we can break above this resistance that's been denying us over the last couple of weeks. The 10 and 20 MAs for most of the indexes are still rising, so hopefully that helps give us the push we need to get another leg out of this run. And here is our daily look at seeing by how much the tech sector is leading the charge. Tech has been on top of this scan for a while now, but their lead is dwindling after the down day yesterday, combined with healthcare making a big run lately. Let's finish it up on the 2-hour charts as usual. You can see the bulls are still in control on this time frame, despite the down day in the markets yesterday. The green scan is still full, and the red scan still only has crypto names in it. So things are looking like they are in favor of the bulls right now. We'll see if they can take advantage. SOXL is on top of the green scan for 3 days or so in a row now. Obviously, that's not uncommon since it's such a fast mover with that higher ADR. LABU is on its heel though, and it's a fast mover too, so we'll see if they can overtake them or not. Here's the screenshot from yesterday, which was day 84 of the challenge. I ended the day at $73.33. That's up almost 90% from day 1 of the challenge. So this one is coming down to the wire, as I only have 4 more days to get to 100%. Comment down below if you think I'm going to get there or not. Let's check in on the current position that we have here. I mentioned LABU earlier, talking about the bullish scans, and now you're getting a little sneak peek at this afternoon's video, since I did actually enter it today at 10 a.m. when it started to make the range expansion. So far, it's holding up quite nicely. Hopefully we'll see it hit that first profit line today, or at least close strong, and maybe we get a nice gap above it on Monday morning. You know, I love talking to you guys about the market, but what I would love even more is to help you guys make money with me. I'm not trying to be a YouTube star. I want to make money by making you money. So share and subscribe to the channel. Members will get my trade alerts in real time. It doesn't matter how small of an account you start with. If you double it every 90 days with me, then it's not a matter of if, but when you finally break free. I'm trading the 2-hour charts too, so you don't have to wait in front of a screen all day for my alerts. And last but not least, we don't care about that pesky PDT rule either, because we're not day trading. This account is under 25,000, so there is your proof right there that I'm doing this even with the PDT rule in effect. So it truly doesn't matter how small of an account you start out with, you can make this money with me.